He's not going to be able to help you. I can call Garrett over. Garrett doesn't miss many nachos.
She said she needs her son to help her.
Garrett's phenomenal. I couldn't do what I do without Garrett. All right. Garrett, if you're listening to the stream, your mom needs help with her nachos. There are too many of them. All right. Has YouTube told me I'm streaming yet or what? I'm not yet.
Oh, I probably will.
What am I doing here? Google, YouTube. There we go.
Streaming too.
Yeah. Huh?
Well, let me just see the score.
Which game?
The current one.
Do you need the link for your Magnuson men? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the championship game. Your Jackrabbits, off an emotional game, are playing the Grand Junction Rocks here in the championship of the 14U Kaba Bash tournament. That first pitch is 70 apparently out of Mason's hand. I have 35% left on my iPad battery. The last game I had 62%, which subtracting gives me 27%. So I should have just enough iPad battery. In the event that my iPad dies, the stream goes down and I apologize. Next pitch, hit right over the head of the second baseman, and Ty will have to go get that. Ty's kind of lollygagging. Teddy's going to pick it up. It's going to be in a triple. And the ball skedaddles over here somewhere. I'm not sure what happened. So a leadoff triple, just like our last game actually. Not what Mason wanted to do. So we had Mason S on the mound, and then Joe is his catcher. Jabrell is at first, Aaron at second, Adrian at short, and Gianni at third. In left is Dalton, in center is Teddy, and in right is Ty. And the boys, whoa, there was a curveball that absolutely didn't curve. So the advantage of the Jackrabbits playing on this field all day is they would have known that's a ball you could have advanced on. The Rocks are first time playing on this field. They've been playing, I think, at field 2 or 3 most of the day. And they, we are saved ourselves for not having a run there. Swing and a miss, 69 on the gun. Mason, small body, big arm. And the next pitch is in the dirt, and the runner's coming now. And with a head first slide on the carpet, your Rocks are able to score the first run of the game. Looks like they were the 7 seed, so they've had a good day. They were 2-0. It's just that they gave up quite a few runs that dropped them down the seeding. They did also score a bunch of runs too, so We got to be ready for that. Foul ball off of Joe's mask. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Number 34, Dodge there. And next pitch. Swing and a miss. And the ball is in the dirt. And he's out. All right, so 1 across the plate on the triple and the wild pitch, and then 1 down on the strikeout. The Jackrabbits and the Rocks are the only teams still sitting here at the Brighton Athletic Center. 25 started, 2 are on the field to finish. One of these teams will walk away the champion of this early season tournament. And the next pitch, off the carpet. So Mason trying to overthrow. Anytime that he skips that fastball off the carpet, you know he's trying to overthrow because he's trying to fit a little extra, and it changes his release point. It's true for any pitcher. And there's a nice pitch. He took a little off that. This is the same umpiring crew we had last game, so in the same positions, field and behind the plate. So I assume our strike zone behind the plate will be as wide and as tall as it was in the semifinal game. And we go 3-1 now. I did find out, though, that the Brighton Athletic Club, I think is who plays here, the Brighton Baseball Athletic Club, they do provide free nourishment, including Gatorade, to the umps. Swing and a miss, a 68. So we get a full count now. I asked the ump if I could buy him a Gatorade. He said he got one for free and it's the only place where he umps that he gets free Gatorade. And a foul ball. Good job by 15 to stay alive there and foul that off. That was probably a strike. And so we'll have another payoff pitch soon. The infield looking a little flat. Your Jackrabbits are going to have to fight that emotional roller coaster. Nice pitch, but fouled off again by 15. We're going to run out of baseballs here soon. We have a timeout as the ump wanders back towards the camera. Oh, he's picking up a ball, I guess, that had been tossed in. Mason from the windup and the pitch. Oh, that ball is high and inside. Ball 4. And the runner runs down to first hard. And the Jackrabbits were able to get a 6-4-3 double play in the semifinal game, set up to do well here in the final. If they can get a ground ball down the middle would be great. And that ball actually flips off the screen and out to Gianni, who's going to retrieve it and get it back to Mason. Oh, you're wearing your bling denim. Oh, nice. And Mason now will come set. Looks over at the runner at first. And the pitch is a 57-mile-an-hour ball high curveball. That one, though, much closer than the last one. And the next pitch. Oh, wow. Mason, not sure where he missed on that one. Somehow 19 ducked under it, but it was over the inside of the plate, so maybe a little inside. 19 is up on his left foot, is literally on the white chalk mark, although it's just paint because it's turf. And that ball is high. Shout out to folks tuning in for the championship. I think there may be some folks listening from the hospital. So, hope all is going well with your shift out there. Miss you as well. And here comes the next pitch. And that ball is ball 4. And we're going to get a time from Coach Hunter. Coach Hunter is the pitching coach for the team. So he's going to just go out and have a conversation with Mason about his mechanics, is my guess. Mason was putting a lot of pressure on himself between games. He was trying to get himself really hyped and stay hyped. The infield looking a little down on energy-wise, not down by countenance, just not quite moving on every pitch, not quite, chatting it up. So we'll see how that goes. The outfield, the same. And the next pitch, ball's inside. So Mason would do himself a bit of a favor by maybe moving over on the first base side of the rubber, because all these pitches are going in on the right-hander. That ball gets away, and there'll be a play at third. Joe will have to eat it now. And the next pitch, beautiful 68-mile-an-hour pitch on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the runners did advance on that wild pitch, so there's no more force play options. If it's a ground ball in the infield, it'll just be a play at first. And it's a shot right there to Adrian, who grabs it. So well hit by the batter, number 13, but it was struck right at Adrian. Both the Rocks are called to return to their bags. I just saw Dalton sub out between batters here with, I can't tell, is that Connor in left now? There's a nice 67-mile-an-hour pitch. I hope Mason does that. He's been working too much on his velo. Now we need more work on accuracy. Do we think that's Connor in left? Who's in left? It's so hard when my eyes are so old and they're so small. And that ball is high. Oh, it looks like Braden now. I can see that's been subbed on Game Changer. So my defense, Braden and Connor are the same physical shape. And from the windup, here comes the next pitch. And it's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 down. Mason in the driver's seat. I'm appreciative of the on-deck circle batter picking that foul ball up. Mason comes from the windup. Ooh, that's the 3rd pitch that would have bonked a batter. So whatever that pitch is, he should stop throwing it. The Rocks have all jumped out of the way. All right. Mason now is going to need to bring a pitch over the plate here. Swing and a miss. And that's 3. So the Jackrabbits, a little unsure of how many outs there were. Only look at Jabrell and Joe knew how many there were. 2 runners left on. Your Rocks do score 1. The Jackrabbits put their helmets on, grab their aluminum sticks, and see if they can't beat this ball into submission. It is a 2-hour time limit on championships, so our Start was at 5:38 local. We will go till 7:38 local. Of course, run rule does apply, so I'll be back.
Joe right here, kid. Hey, same energy, boy. Here we go, Joe. So Joe right here, kid. On fastball.
And Joe's first pitch is off the end of the bat, and it's going to be 1 or 3 unassisted on the first pitch. So rivalries of hair here.
Let's go, TK.
Number 4 on the mound. His locks floweth, much like Teddy, who's his locks floweth when he's on the mound. And the first pitch to Teddy is 68 and outside. Fouled off. And the second pitch of Teddy's at bat is on its way. And he gets hit just above the tailbone. He's not going to be happy about that. That was a curveball that didn't curve, so it didn't have nearly the speed that the fastball has. And Teddy's safely down at first, giving the thumbs up already. And we'll see if they have the steal on here. Gianni now, hopefully he saw the signs as well. And if you want to break into I Saw the Signs from Ace of Base, you're my people. Teddy does not go. There's a strike at the letters. Letters plus. Letters in large font. That's what that would be. Because it was high, but the letters is the top of the strike zone. And Gianni behind on that one, off the hands, the right side. That one is going to take a while to retrieve. So Teddy not going. Now I want to take the bat out of Gianni's hands. In the on-deck circle is Aaron. Oh, that was a beautiful curve. Gianni swung over the top of it. 59 for a third strike. So 2 down. Teddy over at first. Something tells me this is going to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to have a run rule situation here. And the first pitch to Aaron is a strike. That was a nice pitch. That thing broke right over the plate. I kind of wish they would just say if it's a strike. Teddy's in safely. Ball gets away. So the runner was paying no attention to Teddy. I'm sorry, the pitcher was paying no attention to Teddy. And he takes second on the stolen base. And the good thing is we didn't have to have the hold on Aaron there, so Aaron will still be able to swing away and not have to take a pitch here. And that ball's high. And a shot down the first base line. It eats up the first baseman. If Aaron gets there first, he is going to be out by half a step. Good cover by the first baseman. Or sorry, good cover by the pitcher on that. And Aaron is out. So we do get Teddy out to second. He's stranded there. And we go to already the top of the second. And your Jackrabbits are down 1-0. I guess not already. We played 21 minutes. Most innings last 20 minutes, so there you go. Mason back on the hill, waiting for his receiver. Mason A will go to first. Brian to second. Adrian will be at short, and Gianni at the hot corner. So I think Braden is confirmed for left. And I think it's Connor in right, because he's taller than Ty, and that's who looks out there. And Teddy jogging out to center. Isn't that Connor? I think that is. Throw from Joe goes quite a ways off mark. So it's going to take a little bit to bring the ball back in. And the pitcher steps in. And he's going to face our pitcher, Mason. The ball's outside. So 3 on the mound and 4 in the box. It's a right triangle somewhere out there, missing 2 sides of their 2 sides. Man, I had a funny math joke there, and it ended up not being funny. Right? Because it's like a 3-4-5 triangle. And anyway, Mason in the windup already and the pitch. So the GJ Grand Junction Rocks up on the plate quite tightly. So anything that Mason misses inside is likely to cause them to jump like that. Hopefully he doesn't hit anybody. You don't want to do that. That ball is a bit high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Mason will miss outside. Goes off the glove again of Joe. And with the base on balls, the Rocks have their first man on. It'll be up to Mason to induce a ground ball here for a double play. So this is number 3. So number 3 now facing number 3. And it looks like he's got a nice pitch on the outside corner. He's swinging the Cloud AI from Rawlings. It's all AI these days, including bat design, I guess. Mason's second pitch of the at-bat is a strike. Joe fake pumping the throw down to first every time. But don't want to see him throwing it, honestly. And setting up outside. And he hits the target for a ball low, apparently. That was a great pitch from Mason. If you're going to miss, missing there is perfect because not much the batter can do with it anyway. And Mason steps off, and we're going to reset everybody. Runner retreats, batter steps back in the box. Foul tip. And we throw the ball into the outfield. And Connor smartly just eats it. Foul tip, strike 3 into the glove is an out. And I will say, I'm not sure why Joe pulled the trigger to throw it down there. He gave a free base away. So now the runner in scoring position with 1 down. I don't think the runner had an especially big lead. That's the thing. I think Joe had maybe a little bit bigger vision of his ability to whip the ball down there than maybe was warranted. 11 steps in now. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Mason. When Mason slows down and doesn't try to worry about throwing as hard as he possibly can, he's very accurate, and he's got a little bit of movement on his pitches. He's going to need his defense to help him out, but he's certainly tough to hit. And now at this point, the runner trying to draw the throw, but none of the middle infielders there to receive it, so Joe's going to have to just eat it. And Mason looked a little timid on the windup, and the ball ends up quite high. 2 balls, 1 strike, says ump. Middle infielder's kind of stuck to their position. That ball is popped off to the right side. It's going to drop fair. Foul ball. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I don't think Connor saw that ball well off the bat at all. And Mason quickly retreated to cover first. So had that landed, that was going to be a lot of running for the Rocks. As it is, it's a heart-racing foul ball for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And that ball is high and away. Good job by Joe to pop up and get that. Now Mason's got to come to him. Can't give the free passes. That's going to come back and bite us in the bottom. That ball is in the dirt. Joe loses track of it. Runner goes to third. So 2 base on balls now puts 2 runners in on the corners. And we're going to have a timeout from Coach Paul. Sometimes that means things are coming to a close. We'll see if that's the case. The runner from first run over to see his third base coach. And I see Dalton trotting out with confidence. Has Dalton been on the bump for us yet? I don't know. He's an arm I didn't know we had. And Mason's day ends. He'll be back in the field at some point, I have no doubt, but he will not be back on the hill. Dalton will be our pitcher, so it can be a very different look. All right. What was I going to do? Stats. Pitching. Oops. Dalton has not thrown a pitch for us yet this season. So through 7 games, this will be his first appearance. And he comes into a tight spot with runners at first and third. And only 1 down. So in addition to Dalton taking over on the hill to join Joe as part of the battery, we also had Ty sub back in right field for Connor. So I don't know if Connor is going to be warming up. He's another pitcher we've got. After 4 games, though, we are starting to run into issues with pitching, so we'll see what we get. Dalton throws strikes. Not as hard as Mason. In fact, that was only 58. But all that matters is we throw strikes. The 2 runners on didn't earn it themselves. Those were free passes from Mason. So let's just throw strikes here. There's another 57 strike. And number 1 there, is up, learning about the width of the strike zone that this ump has. That ball's going to be high. I like the pitch, though. So bravo to Dalton, stepping up here, first time on the mound. And that ball is hit, and Teddy could get underneath it. And Teddy forgot how many outs there were, and so did the runner from third, and otherwise they had a double play. So Teddy's heads were in the clouds. He did a good job going to get that. Oh, I should have had that camera, sorry. But he does make the catch on a nice stroke from number 1 there. So this inning has been kind of weird and choppy. That's the second out. Mason struck somebody out. But it's on the players. They got to know. And the middle infielders got to be turning and telling their outfielders how many outs there are. So that's something that they can talk about. And there's a shot right to Adrian. And that now Adrian's trying to get 4 and 5 outs there. So Dalton doesn't fool anybody, but gets 2 outs in 5 pitches. So with that, your Jackrabbits need to put the helmets on and score some runs here against the coiffed pitcher from Grand Junction.
Guys, hunt fastball first pitch. Let's go, Big G.
So Jabrell will step up. Adrian will be in the on-deck circle. I am 45 minutes away from having a full battery of my free EV charging here at the Brighton Athletics Center. Swing and a miss, a 67 tail and fastball. Yeah, I've already added 188 free miles. So I hope the... another pitch right down Colfax. Jabrell's got a swing. He likes fast pitches. This guy's throwing 68. He should be swinging the bat here. And the next pitch. And that ball is inside. That's the breaking pitch there. So 4 throws, if he gets up to, or 0-2, he's going to throw that curveball. Got Gianni on it. Jabrell didn't swing at it. So if it's a strike, he should swing. And he does. He hits that one straight up. And it's going to be right over here. The catcher catches it. I almost had a crash. It was out of play. But on the foul ball, there is one down. Adrian will step in the box. Mason S will jump into the on-deck circle. And there's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And there's a beautiful curve. So number 4 must be their ace, I'd assume.
Saved their ace for the
Yeah, they may have saved their ace for the final here because he's throwing very hard and then a very accurate breaking pitch. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for him. So Mason, who does like himself some fastballs. Let's see if he can get the bat ahead around in time. So much has been. Did I have the camera on third base for the whole time? I'm getting tired, folks. I'm getting tired. Been out here since 10, broadcasting since 11. And there's a nice shot through the. It's going to get past the center fielder. And Mason is just digging. He's going to be standing up. A hard hit ball on the turf gets him to third base. So first strike you see is now the new. See if you get it. Dalton, and then Ty is in the on-deck circle. Ooh. Going after our pitcher. I don't think that's on purpose in the slightest, to be clear. But we got pitcher v. pitcher here, so Dalton can help himself in a big way. I'm looking, it actually looks like coaches decide to bat everybody here in the championship game. So that allows us to have free substitutions on the defensive side, which is why you've already seen Connor go in and go out, because you can do that just fine. So Dalton has taken 2 pitches high. And he's going to take a third pitch high. So Dalton will be taken on this pitch, and Ty, hopefully in the on-deck circle, timing up the number 4 out there on the mound. And a pitch is going to be high. Dalton's going to go to first on 4 straight pitches. So we'll take the free pass. And Ty will step in now. After Ty will be Connor, Brian, Braden, and Mason will round us out. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled his head. Ty was pulling his head, man. He was looking down at coach and the dugout, not looking at the ball. So definitely the order of the day from the coaches is if it's a strike, you're swinging. 2 outs. We'll see if they send the runner. Oh, he's bailing out. He's bailing out. Left foot coming towards the third baseman. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, and 2 runners on. Dalton with a little lead up first, but nothing major. Swing and a miss. And that'll be it. That's 3 outs. First base was occupied, so there's no reason to have to prove the strikeout or confirm the strikeout. And we will see I assume Dalton back on the mound. And a 1-0 lead here. It looks like the Rocks coach pulling his boys in for a talking to. So we go to the top of the third. At 6:19, that makes us 40 minutes into this ball game. I've got 24% left on the on my iPad. I'm feeling good about the energy left on the iPad. My cameras are going to be all right. They're above 50%. My power packs. Oh! Do I have a DC to DC? Looks like this is dead. Oh no, it's not dead. I need something else to charge. This will charge. My power pack's at 19, but I have another one plugged into it. I just have to keep that one on. There we go. If that one dies, then we lose the stream, and I have to set up a new stream. It's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not fun. So we have Dalton on the hill, and now that we've batting everybody, we have unlimited defensive substitutions. I'm going to have to do my darndest, make sure I keep track of what's happening. Joe is still behind the plate. There's Mason A, the lefty, out at, oh no, he's a righty. What am I doing, lefty? We don't have any lefties. Just Ty, who throws left. Ty is out at second. Mason's at short. Okay, and Jabrell at third. So a brand new infield, and Dalton is a pretty hittable. So we're going to need our infield to be extra special. Teddy playing center, Brian in right, and is that Aaron in left? Aaron in left. Aaron's just playing everywhere today. Proper utility player. 34 will step in for the Rocks. Looks like they're only batting 10. Yeah. And nice pitch. Swing and a miss. This is their 2-hole hitter. So it's usually the batter who most likely to make contact. Dalton set and the pitch. And there's a 55 on the outside corner. Pick your pitching for the strike zone that you got.
Yep.
Dalton's dad with a giant grin over to my left. And there's a ground ball right up to... They got him.
Oh,
They got him. Mason to Mason. That's the Mason connection. That's the Freemason. No, let's not go there, Kruger. So Dalton doing what it takes, throwing strikes, making the batter swing, and his defense helping him out. He's seen 3 batters, got them all out. Won this inning, so 1 down already. And the next pitch. It's 52. Even he looked like that was too slow for him. He's got to really make sure he decides to throw. And the pitch is off Joe. So Coach Paul, oh man, sorry folks, you missed the two balls. Coach Paul teaching right now to Dalton to get him to throw harder and not baby it. And the next pitch bounces off the turf, and 15 will take first base. I promise I'll remember to turn back to home here. So free passes we do not want to give. Now we need that double play. Although with this infield, I think I'll just take a nice force out. 19 will step in. I believe he walked last time. And that's 56 and high. Dalton's got to really work on his follow through. He should be, as soon as he throws it, should be have his right hand down like he's picking grass off the AstroTurf. There it is. There he gets the force at second, and a hard slide from the runner. I don't think that hard slide actually was on purpose. It's just you slide so easily on the carpet. So Dalton had a million pieces of adrenaline running through his brain there as he's pitching, and then he protects himself, and then he hears for a second he gets the lead runner. So 2 down, and the runner's still at first on that fielder's choice. And the next pitch. And that ball high. 13 here is the catcher. I've been staring at his number for a while. Well, 2 innings worth. So he's in the batter's box. He's waiting for Dalton's pitch. There it is. He doesn't think that one was a strike. But Dalton hitting that outside corner, keeping the batters off kilter. And Mason to Mason. Dalton, look at that. He's seen 6 batters. He's got 5 outs. I'll take it. So your Jackrabbits need to score some runs. They have done a darn good job on the defense, honestly. The leadoff triple and then the pass ball is really the big difference. And other than that, we've held our own in the field, but now we need to go get some hits here against a very formidable number 4 on the mound.
Very formidable.
Let's go, boy.
And the first pitch is going to brush back Connor. So Connor, who had the inside the park home run, is a man of great power, and I'd love to see him meet power with power here. Wow, nice pitch from number 4. We're going to have a heck of a time trying to catch that breaking pitch, especially with the width of the strike zone with this ump. And there's that outside strike. Oh, nice pitch. Connor was disarmed by that one. That was that breaking pitch again. He just went back to the dugout and explained what he saw, kind of in disbelief. But Connor just picking up the game really seriously for the first time. So Brian will step in now. Brian, could play on our 13U team like Jabrell, is playing on the 14U team for the extra experience. And that ball is high for strike 1. Braden and Mason are due up next. And 1-1 now to Brian. Put the fastball in play here. That one is away. And the next pitch is going to hit off the carpet. And we're going to give the catcher a chance to catch his bearings. I think that ball came off the carpeting and hit him in the mask. So I did confirm that the team is from the Grand Junction. So when the game ends, roughly 7:40, 8 o'clock, they have 5 hours ahead of them if they need to be back in the office tomorrow. Oh, good job by Brian. He sees the curve and he hits the curve. And like a hospital helicopter coming in. That's not a great sign. It's going on the other side of on the highway now. Oh, no, just kidding. It's now in left field. And they're going to bounce that. He's going to take it. Can you see him? I don't know if I got a good shot. There he is. There's the helicopter. I guess he's moving. He's going over the hospital over there. That makes the most sense. And you can see the Brian down at first on the base on balls. So Braden, and then it should be Mason A, and then we'll flip the lineup over. Beautiful break and pitch again. Tricky because you want to be up in the box before the ball really gets a chance to break, but then this boy throws nice and hard, so you want to be back in the box with a fastball. And of course, not tip your hand to the catcher by where you sit in the box. And there's a strike at the knees on the outside corner. So no balls, 2 strikes. We'll get another breaking pitch here. And nicely done by Braden to foul that off. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch again. Absolute quiet over the ballpark right now. I think all the parents are tired, all the kids are tired. So Brian out at first will be running on a ground ball, staying on a fly. And there's a strike. Any way you slice that. So Mason will step in now. And a conversation between Braden and Mason about what to expect from the pitcher. Mason drawing a little cross in the turf. And he's tapping the plate, and now he's ready. And Mason stepping way out. Joe in the on-deck circle is our one-hole hitter. So we really need Mason to get on, and so Joe can get in. One ball and 1 strike. Mason A doing a giant open door step towards third base rather than towards the pitcher when the pitches are coming. The ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's try that. Rather than don't step out, maybe tell him what to do. All right, next pitch. And he steps towards third, and he's not going to be able to make that contact. He's bailing on it. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Anything close, don't walk.
Yeah. Ooh, that ball left the hand not the way the pitcher wanted. I actually thought that was going to go much higher. So we go full count with 2 outs. Brian will be running. Ball 4. So Mason was already halfway down to first base with his stepping out, and he gets sent down to first on the free gift. The base on balls, we've got Mason at first, Brian at second, who also, he's got a base on balls, right? Brian did. And Joe will step in with Teddy in the on-deck circle. Joe's 0 for 1 in his first at-bat in the first inning. Nice big hole on the left side if Joe can pull it. And that ball breaks away. So number 4 at 46 pitches. I don't know how many innings he pitched. Again, you can pitch 7. No pitch count, Caba, just 7 innings over the weekend. So he's through 2 2/3 here. Oh, what a nice one. He took a little off that. It's 59 and had movement on it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go, Super Joe.
And Joe hits at kind of underneath it. It's going to be to the right side. It may drop. A sliding catch from the right fielder. Heads up defense. That was a trouble ball. Good job by the right fielder to get underneath it and get the third out of the inning. Your Jackrabbits put 2 on, and we're unable to move them over. As we go to the top of the 4th, we are almost exactly an hour into this game, and we started at 5:38. It is 6:36. So we're halfway through, and we're through 6. My math tells me we'll play 6 innings.
That curveball was so weird. This might be actually a ball. Because my knees spin. Yep.
So your Jackrabbits having a tougher time getting the ball down. And let's go through our defensive alignment. Of course, on the hill still is Dalton. He's throwing to Joe. Mason A down at first. Ty at second. Next first pitch. That ball is hit.
Nice.
And Ty picks that up right as I called it for him. So good job talking to each other. What was really good there is that Connor didn't come barging in. Connor's twice the size of Ty, so the two of them ran into each other. They would be trouble. On the left side of the diamond, we've got Mason at short and Aaron at third. Gianni in left, Teddy in center. As I mentioned, Connor in right. Swing and a miss. The ball in the dirt. Number 4, the pitcher, has a 1 strike count now with 1 down. Darn it. I keep getting lackadaisical on the camera angles, people. I'm sorry. I promise you, that was a swing and a miss. Here's the next pitch. That one was honestly like a old man slow pitch. That was. Dalton doesn't deserve a strike there. He's got to really pitch it. And the next pitch. That's a better pitch, but it's still high. Dalton comes set well before the batter's ready, so that's not great, but batter's ready now. And the ball's fouled off to the right. So Dalton with a 2-2 count. And a shot to the shortstop. Picks it up and the throw to first. Yes! And they get him. Nice! It is nothing but leather on display in this game. Remember the other game? We had trouble. This one, beautiful. So that is Dalton. He does throw, or Ty. He does throw left, but bat's right. So Dalton now just absolutely flummoxing the rocks. And you know what the secret is? Throwing strikes. Throwing strikes and making them hit it. Yep. 2 down now for the Rocks here in the top of the 4th. And that ball is fouled straight back. And the next pitch. And that ball is actually hit pretty hard. Oh, darn it. I was in the wrong. Oh, Connor went he went the wrong direction. Darn it, I didn't even have my camera on. Sarah, can you just ask me, is your camera on home plate? Everybody just stared at first base for that entire at-bat because I'm so tired of flipping the cameras around. Or someone else can run cameras, maybe. The sun coming out from behind the clouds now, bathing the field in a nice bright light. Runner over at first. Number 11, step in the box. He and Dalton of similar stature. Dalton not really throwing that as if he meant to throw it. Still very nice here at the ballpark today. It gets to be a little warm in the upper 70s, but it's now probably right around kind of room temperature. There it is. And that ball is hit out to Teddy. And it's going to drop. He's going to cut it off. And he's going to get it in. But the runner will still get to third. So we have a runner at first and a runner at third. There's 2 down. So nice stroke for number 11 there. Put the runners at first and third. But a simple ground ball should end the inning. Number 1's in for the Rocks. There's a nice strike. There's a nice strike. Joe catching the ball like a first baseman, though. He's not holding it to give the ump extra time. He's actually swiping it back towards his body. So what I'm worried about is he'll drop third strike on that. Ball inside. That was a ball inside for 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So Dalton feeling it now. This little extra oomph in this at bat. Let's see if he can get the third strike. Swing and a miss, and he does. Dalton is, I don't know, I won't say unhittable, but Dalton is getting the outs. He's the out machine. 2 1/3 innings, 0 runs allowed. The only other, yeah, so we're struggling, and I just heard the manager of the other team say he's going to pull his pitcher at 90 pitches.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. I didn't actually hear, I'm going to pull him at 90. I just heard good because I don't want him to get above 90. So he's at 48. So, you know, I'm not muted, but I can be.
Adults, do you have your other helmet? Oh, yeah. Let Ricardo take your other helmet. Yo, whose helmet did you take? Steve! He took Tyler's.
All are, as we all are. So Teddy will step in now, the sun right in his eyes, not sure where his sunglasses are, and he's not wearing his elbow guard. Mom, where are you on that one? Mom forgot to go bark at him about not wearing an elbow guard. And this kid throws hard enough, it would hurt. Teddy swings at nothing in the dirt. And the next pitch.
There you go.
That is roped out to center. God, I love it when my kid has a plan versus just throwing his bat at the ball.
Hey, follow that, Gianni. Let's go.
And Teddy on base for the second time today, hit by pitch and a single there.
Keep that going.
Go 1-9.
So we'll see if Teddy's going to steal. He's got a nice big lead over there at first. And he's going. And there's a throw.
Yeah.
Teddy's in safe. So Teddy just using his speed so well today.
Gianni, let's go.
So Gianni now needs to put the ball in play and move Teddy over or get him in. We got a runner in scoring position. And the pitcher at 50 pitches. And there's the strike. And you're going to get the curveball. Big hole on the left side. Gianni pulls an outside pitcher. Will actually bounce through it. And that ball is high.
All right, here we go, Gianni.
You got two, dude. You're ready.
And the pitcher taking extra time here. Teddy going, and it's going to hit Gianni in the back. Teddy doesn't get the stolen base because it's a dead ball, because that's what happens when you hit batters. So Gianni apparently a little upset that Brian has the team title for hit by pitch. So he wants it back, so he just takes it between the 1 and the 9. Now, manager coming over, he's going to take the ball now, so maybe there's a 90 pitches total on the day, which would be much more. If he's already pitched, that's such a good, smart move by the pitcher to look out for the care of his pitcher's arm. He's going to put the ball in somebody else's glove. I did see that. Maybe number 3, looks like. Whatever, all I know is number 4 is pitched really well and deserves an applause. So yeah, if I go look, 54 pitches from him, 34 are strikes. So you like that ratio. 19 will step on the mound and get his warm-ups in. He throws hard. Aaron will step in with runners first and second, and the sun in his eyes. It's actually at a really horrible low angle for the right-handed batters. Jabrell in the on-deck circle. Nobody out. Oh, good idea on the bunt, but doesn't get it down. Gonna foul it off for strike one. Oh, I really like that idea there. I don't know if, does Aaron do it again? First and third only playing equal with the bag. There it is. There it is. It's beautiful. And they're going to tag him. But the runner moves to second. And the tying run goes to third. Jabrell's grandma yelling for him. He needs all the grandma help he can get right now. Oh, and he fouls that one straight back. But Jabrell loves fastballs down the middle, and that's what he's going to get here from number 19. So it's going to be mano a mano. Jabrell now cocked and ready. And swing and a miss. That one actually was a 59 breaking pitch, I think. All right, my car is now fully charged. I'll take that, a free battery. Ah, Jabrell goes down and gets it, stays alive, stays alive. If Jabrell can hit the ball past the pitcher, we'll have a tie game here. That ball's breaks away for a ball. Grandma yells, "Good eye." We all agree with Grandma. And the pitch is in the dirt. Teddy's going to stay at third as the ball stays close enough by the catcher. Did a good job getting his body on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He just swung over the top of it. Ah, nuts. So the second out. Man, we just need a timely hit like we had in the semifinal. Adrian will step in, and Mason will get in the on-deck circle. That's Mason.
We need you.
Sorry, Mason. That ball's in the dirt. I can't remember Mason's last name. Mason S. That's what it is. He's the slugger, that's why. Now, Adrian, who's 0 for 1 today, needs to hit the ball into the outfield at this point with 2 down. And that ball goes nowhere. Catcher's wearing sunglasses. And usually because he's got the mask on, I can't see his face. So mask comes off, turns around. I wonder if our right-handed batter should be wearing sunglasses. And the pitch is thrown off the back, and that ball is going to bounce around, and Teddy's in safely. We get a tie ball game on the wild pitch. Adrian's sitting on a 3-0 count now, I believe, right?
Help me out, I need the count.
3-0.
3-0, thank you. 3-0.
You're supposed to not. And he'll be taken. And there's a strike at the knees right down the middle. You weren't. That was a good pitch, but Adrian wasn't swinging anyway. Gianni did trail over to third, so the go-ahead run 90 feet away. There's a strike 2. So we're probably going to see a curveball here. Let's see what we get. No, we get a heat, 73-mile-an-hour heat. My goodness. Woo-wee. That does the Jackrabbits in, but they do plate the 1 run. We have a tie ball game after 4. We can play up to 7, depending on the time. I got to look the math here. We're done at 7:38. It is 6:54. So what is that, like an hour? No, 48 minutes left? Is that what we got? Someone help me out here. Something like that. 44 or 48 minutes left. So I don't know if we'll get to all 7 innings. I think we're still on pace for a 6-inning game. Your Jackrabbits are the home team, so they will always bat last. We're going through some defensive assignments here. Is this last call for concessions?
I'm gonna get one more water.
Okay. So Dalton back on the hill because why not? He's getting outs, and that's what you pay pitchers for. I mean, we don't pay pitchers. This is all volunteer. In fact, the parents pay. But, yes. And I was just informed there were how many minutes? 44 minutes? 43. 48 minutes. Okay, so plenty of baseball left. And that ball's popped straight up. And who's going to get it? And whoever's playing center, is that Adrian out there?
I think that's Joe.
Is that Joe in center? Okay. All right, let me go. Let me look at what we got here. Sorry, I was too busy talking about what the plan might be for Dalton, who's getting the outs. Dalton on the mound, and then Mason A behind the plate. Aaron now at first. Brian at second. Mason S at short, and Gianni at third. And in right, we've got Ty. In center, we've got Joe, who just made that, and catch. And then we've got Jabrell in left. So a bunch of people moving around to new spots, but not new into the game. Oh, he's wearing a leg guard, but that hit him higher on the leg. I think hit him in the upper thigh there, says my attentive assistant. So that's maybe the first completely wild pitch that Dalton's thrown. So he's up to 34 pitches. I don't know what his pitch count's going to be. So I like Mason and Brian as middle infielders. These two would know how to roll a double play if we can get a ground ball. And there's a nice strike, 15. And the Rocks manager or coach. And the runner will take second on that wild pitch. Actually came up and hit the ump in the face. He seems to be fine. But I just heard the Rocks manager say, we're not going to leave it in the ump's hands. Swing and a miss. We're going to swing if it's a pitch. Dalton gets away with one. He actually came from the windup there, and the runner at second didn't see it. So, and that ball's popped up into right field. Joe's underneath it. And he has center field prerogative. That is obviously clearly Ty's ball, but center fielder gets the ball wherever he wants it. Yep, center fielder can claim it wherever they want it. If they have to jump over the other fielder to do it, they can. Center fielder, whether the ball's to the left, to the right, or they're coming in on it. So Joe now with 2 putouts in center. And that ball is high at 57. And he's set. Pays no attention to the runner at second. And there's the strike. That's the strike we've been getting all day. You just take a second to process it. Ump's as tired as I am. Runner out at second. 2 down. And a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 19 giving Dalton a gift there from one pitcher to another. Dalton can't plan on another free gift like that, though. He's got to make the pitch here. Dalton giving no attention whatsoever to the runner at second. He should just run to third. He does not. And that ball is hit off to the right side. Ty's going to grab it. Oh, they could have had him at home, and instead the throw's too late. Ty double pumped. And the RBI single goes to the pitcher who helps his own cause. He's at first. We'll have to work a little bit with the outfielders. We've seen this multiple times today. Scooping up the ball and not immediately getting it back in. And there's a ball, low and away. We're having a good ball game here, folks. Any way you slice it. 2-1 to the Rocks here in the top of the fifth with 2 down. A runner at first, he's going. And then that ball is going to be hit right out to Jabrell, who gets underneath it, reads it well, and gets it. So the Rocks hitting the ball, but our Leather doing their job. We did give up the go-ahead run. We go to the bottom of the fifth. We better see some bats swinging here as we go. I think we're towards the bottom of our order because, remember, we're hitting everybody. So who made the last out? Was it Adrian? I think it was Adrian. Mason, Dalton, Ty will lead us off. And the helicopter's leaving from dead center right as we start the top of the fifth. 67 high for ball 1. Mason's in, Dalton the on deck circle as I mentioned. Swing and a miss and another pitch high and in the eyes. I don't know, Mason's seen enough of these pitches now. Maybe that's a strike anyway, but not sure you can do much with it. And the next pitch is going to be high. The sun now going down behind the clouds, which will then get it behind the mountains. And we will be bathed in just the glow of the evening. The problem is, I don't know, strike on the outside corner. We don't have lights on.
That's true.
So I don't know, we need to have lights turned on here, folks, pretty soon if we're going to actually get to 7:38, 34 minutes from now. And he fouls that off. That was a defensive swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Mason choked up a little bit there. As you can get the bat around a little quicker on this flamethrower. And he's going to throw that ball in the dirt. Knock it or walk it is the call from the crowd. Most importantly, as he gets on, we need the lead batter on so we can get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, a strike right at the shoulders. It's probably a call to strike anyway. So Mason doing what he needs to do given the strikes that we've seen today. Dalton will be up now. He needs to help his own cause. He had a triple in the last game, if I remember correctly. Wasn't he have a triple, or do you have the double, scored 3? Anyway. And that ball is in the dirt, bounces all the way back to the backstop. I'm at 12% battery on my iPad, folks. I should make it next 35 minutes, but if we go into extras or this takes much longer, the feed will just die, and it's not because I don't love you, it's just because I ran out of power. Oh, 68 right down. Colfax and Dalton way behind that one for strike 1. Ty in the on-deck circle. And he swings the pitch way up in the air. That's only 2 strikes. The catcher lost track there and threw it down to third base. The return to the pitcher. So if there is a breaking pitch in the arsenal, I suppose we'll see it. And he hits that one straight up. I got it. Heads, 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 heads. And it lands amongst the dwindling crowds of the evening, and one of the dads is going to go pick it up. There are now just 3 kids on the playground. Before there were dozens, maybe scores. And that ball is away. So we got a 2-2 count now. And pitcher set. And the pitch. Oh, and Dalton pokes that one into right center. And he's going to take first base. So, as egregious of a swing the second strike was, the third swing that pokes it into right center was perfect. So Ty in the on-deck circle and Connor Ty in the batter's box, Connor in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss, 70. Whoo-hoo. Whoo. And the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. A good stop by the catcher. And the next pitch. It's getting dark here quick. Dalton returns to first after the good stop. Isn't it? Or is it just my glasses? Maybe it's my glasses. Two balls, 1 strike. Man at first. Strike on the inside corner at the knees. Ty's got to be swinging at that. And strike 3 at the shoulders. Ty goes down. I'm really having a hard time picking up the ball now. So Connor, strength against strength here. He didn't like that one. 71, he thought it was outside. If it's a strike, swing, buddy. And that ball's away. Good slide by the catcher there. One ball, 1 strike now. Connor gets a hold of this one. It's going to go a long way. Sort of what so the tying run out there at first, but 2 down. So we need Connor to hit this ball a long way if we're going to tie it with 1 swing. And the pitcher, I guess he's just frustrated with that throw or that pitch. Looked like for a second he grabbed his right knee, but I think he's fine. 3-1 now. Brian in the on-deck circle. Oh, whoa. That. Connor showing all the emotion. He wants that pitch again. We get the ball onto the field, so we have to go track it down, and you can see the the coach going to grab it off the field there. And now we got 3-1 or 3-2, excuse me, 3-2. Oh, and he hits that ball a country mile. That might be enough. That ball is off the fence, and they're going to send him. And there's going to be a throw home. It's way up the line. And we have a triple. We have a triple for Connor. He's got a he's got a inside the park home run and a game-tying triple. He has a lot to learn. He is rough marble in search of smooth edges as a baseball player, but holy cow, what we can see. If you've ever seen Michelangelo's Prisoners in the Uffizi Gallery, it's the Galleria Accademia in Florence, possibly the best Galleria anywhere, you know what I'm talking about. He is the Prisoners. He is not done, but he is so incredible. And that ball is hit deep into left field, and it's going to drop, and the go-ahead run crosses the plate. What a back and forth battle we have here. Brian wasted no time picking up the... So Braden will step in, and Mason A in the on-deck circle. Now it's a 3-2 game. This is what happened in the semifinal, if you remember. The Jackrabbits were down, and then they just started swinging at strikes, and man, did they start putting the ball in play. And when this number 19's pumping it in at 67, 68, and 71, that was a 70 for a fastball. It doesn't take much to turn it around and hit it the long way. So now he's got 2 strikes. Braden needs to be just swinging here. That ball gets off the carpet to the right, outside, to the right. What is that? Look at me. Yes, I've been talking since 11 a.m. That ball is outside. Good frame by the catcher. I'm at 10% on the iPad, so we got 26 minutes. Will my iPad battery make it? I sure hope so. Swing and a miss. And that does finish off the Jackrabbits, but they pick up 2 in the bottom of the 5th, taking a 3-2 lead. Big questions from the coach, or what coach is going to do here. Does Dalton continue to pitch? He's getting the outs. Or do we have a new pitcher on the mound? Oh, my heart flutters as it appears as though my son is going to grab the ball. Maybe he's just going to hand it off to Dalton. Maybe, just maybe. No, he definitely looks like he's... No, the outfield is quickly filling up. Teddy is going to be the pitcher on which the Jackrabbits are going to rise and fall. Nana and Papa, pour one out for me. Here we go. All right. I'm getting nervous. I need you to keep this plugged in. Because the way this thing is working right now. Sorry. I can get you a longer cord if you need. So Teddy on the bump. He's throwing a Mason A. The lights are coming on, so we're getting a more even bathe. And that ball is absolutely hit deep, and it could be 340 or more. And it is off the fence, at the base of the fence. We're going to have a leadoff triple, probably. Oh, they keep him at second. So Teddy hangs that first pitch, and the boy hits it a country mile. So I've seen this before. Actually, never mind. You can keep that. One of the things that happens here is either Teddy's going to get hit like a piñata, or he's going to be the ace and finish the game off. So tying run out at second. Nice strike, nice pitch. We'll take it. He has got to keep the ball down. That's the key thing here. And that ball is hit into center, over Joe's head. And that will score one. Ground rule double. So the runner will score. And Teddy is going to get hung with the L here. Damn it. 7:38. We got 22 minutes left. Teddy not fooling anybody. Almost would better to have Dalton stay in there to throw those slower pitches, because these boys are teeing off on him. Teddy doesn't throw hard enough, and he doesn't have enough movement on his pitches right now. He had this trouble in his last outing with his C team. And he hits a nice bunt. Teddy scoops it up. He throws it to first, so we'll take the out. But the lead run now is over there at third. So one down now. Now Mason A is going to have to make sure he blocks every pitch here, and Teddy's balls do have a lot of movement on them. Swing and a miss at 56. And the next pitch, it's a fastball swing on the outside corner for strike two. Teddy needs the strikeout here. What's the pitch? The pitch is hit to right field. It is stopped by Ty, but that's the go-ahead run crossing the plate there. So Teddy's pitches continue to be left up and continue to be hit far into the outfield. Runner at first. Oh, it's going to be the hardest ride home. You should probably take him home. And that ball's outside. Runner scampers back. Oh, sorry, there was no throw. Mason Aiken. So 4-3 to your Rocks. And it's what has been an absolutely fabulous baseball game of back and forth. And ball high. Oh, nothing worse than watching your kid struggle, especially with all the championship on his shoulders. There it is, 61 on the outside corner. So we're still in search of our second out. That runner over at first. And there's a changeup or a curve high. There's a nice strike, 60 on the outside corner. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. So we do get the strikeout. That was big. That was big. So now there's Simple play at first on a grounder on the infield, but again, Teddy's got to keep that ball down. That ball is stopped by Mason. Oh no, it's going to get past him. The runner will take second. And he quickly gets it back to Teddy. So 1 ball, number 21 with that runner now at second. Teddy's slider working there. 21 knocks it off to the side. 1-1 count now. And Garrett doing not only just the scoreboard, which I'm so thankful for, but he's also parenting my son, who won't listen to me, probably, but he may listen to Garrett, to simple breathe while he's out there. And again, huge thanks to Garrett and Eric, who keep us running. That ball gets away, and the runner will get to third. Two balls, 1 strike to number 21. Hey, look at that, 2-1. And that ball is fouled off to the right side. And we'll go to a 2-2 count. Let's see if Teddy has it in him to throw hard on the inside corner now. Drop third strike. They would have to complete the out at first.
There you go. Oh! He's coming! He's coming! Oh!
Oh, Teddy looks to make the tag before he has the ball, and the insurance run crosses. So the bases are empty with 3-2. So bases are empty. And Teddy's going to provide a free base on balls to number 21.
Deep breath, buddy, deep breath!
I wish Teddy would circle the mound here a little bit. He keeps going right back to the scene of the crime. He needs to walk around the mound and gather himself a bit. He's given up 3 runs this inning, all of them earned. There's a strike on the outside corner. I'm at 7% on the battery. Will I make it 16 minutes? We shall see. That ball is popped straight up. I'm not sure if anybody saw it. Joe's underneath it. No, he's not. It ball just drops. It looks like they lost it in the lights. And the play's at home. And Mason A gets out of the way rather than getting in front of the ball. So a routine pop fly to right center ends up with a run-scoring triple. The Hawk certainly comes around to haunt Teddy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jackrabbits car, if it had any wheels at the beginning of this inning, has none now. They have all fallen off. And the GJ Rocks are going to go home happy on their 5-hour drive over to Grand Junction, which is a lovely drive. If you can ever make it, you should definitely do it, preferably in the summer, preferably in the daytime. A couple of passes, you get the canyon, it's beautiful. Swing and a miss at 63. Teddy's set. And that ball is corked into center. Joe's going to pick it up. He's going to get it right back in, but the run's going to score. Teddy's responsible to get the third out here. At this point, the game's lost, so you just let him pitch and work through it. It's a mental toughness for the pitcher. And that ball gets away. See now, the mental toughness, he's totally lost it. And the runner takes second easily on the wild pitch. Coach Paul going to go talk to him. Wonder if he's actually going to go get somebody. Jabrell is going to come in. You might as well give Jabrell a chance to get some innings.
He did so well in that first game.
Yeah, Teddy is not a reliever. He is a starter. He was asked to do something for his team here, and he wasn't able to do it, giving up 5 runs so far. The runner at second will belong to him as well. My heart breaks for my son, but that's why you compete out on the athletic field. I hope he comes back and watches some game film to see what he's doing wrong. A smattering of applause for Teddy as he goes out to center. Maybe Joe will move to left because Jabrell will be coming in. Oh, I'm wrong. Jabrell's not coming in. Aaron's getting the ball. And so Jabrell was getting the first baseman's gloves. That's what happened. So Aaron will be on the mound. Jabrell will move from left to first. Teddy will go out to center. And I'm guessing that either Ty or Joe will get called to be the left fielder. We're at 7:26, so this will guarantee that our at-bats will be the only at-bats that remain, but we have to get that elusive third out here. And your Jackrabbits would need to score at this point at least 4 to tie, 5 to win.
184 miles. Should be close to full.
I'm tempted to go retrieve my card. I need to walk off a little bit. Mm-hmm. So Aaron throws a little bit more like Dalton, who was very successful against this GJ Rocks team. A little bit slower, a little bit of movement on it. Aaron, given the task of getting 1 out, he will inherit a runner on second. That runner does belong to Teddy. Joe does move to left as expected. And number 19, the pitcher for the Rocks, is in the box. And that ball is inside and over the top of the head. And that ball is hit. Chance for somebody to get it. Teddy was going back on the ball. Nobody can seem to see a pop-up in the lights here. And a double will put another run across. So that'll close the book on Teddy. 2/3 of an inning, 6 earned runs. He'll get the loss. And what we need from Aaron here is to induce a ground ball because nobody can seem to see a ball into the sky. And there's a nice strike on the outside corner. And batter calls time. This is the catcher. He carries himself as the team captain. I don't know if they do official team captains, but you can tell by his energy. Definitely a boy in charge. That ball is away. He caught him. Oh, he's calling him safe. Man, that was close. That was close. Ball low. Nice curve from Aaron, but it's going to be away for a ball. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. So number 13 will be sitting fastball here. Actually, a little bit of a cool breeze blowing across the field now. And he's going to walk the catcher. So the runner is at first, and the runner's at third. I'm at 5% power. We're at 7:30 with a game that ends at 7. No inning can start after 7:38, but your Jackrabbits will get the chance to bat. There's a nice strike. They're going to let the runner go with defensive indifference. So now 2 runners in scoring position. And Aaron falls off the mound. That was crazy. I thought it was going to hit the batter, but it ends up inside. Ball 1. So fans, I'm at 5%. Yeah. Swing and a miss. 55-mile-an-hour pitch. Good pitch from Aaron. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. With 2 down. And the pitch is going to be away. Ball 2. And Aaron's pitch forthcoming, changing grip. He throws that one low and away. So we go full now. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will not be going. There's no one at first. There's just runners at second and third. And that ball is hit straight in the air. Teddy can't see it. And now he's underneath it. And now he can. He makes the grab just in the left corner of your field. But the damage is done. The victory nearly certainly secured for the Rocks. Jackrabbits are going to have the best inning. The second best inning of the day that they've had. They're going to come back and win this thing. I'm at 5%, and we'll see if I can make it through. If the feed drops, folks, it's nothing personal. It's just that I ran out of electrons in my battery.
Get new pitcher. Same guy, not different. Look chubby. Yeah, same guy. Look how massive this dog. No, look. Hey, Joe, come here. Joe. Hey. No, it's going to look down. We can see it. Yeah, we can see it. Oh, you're doing it.
Open your damn eyes. Get that black shit out of your face and go catch the ball.
There's no sun out right now, so you don't need that.
No, is it? There's no ball out.
In center. If you hit to left or right, then not. You watch it.
Mason! Lock in! Yes, lock in! Hey, be a leadoff! Mason, be a hitter!
go, bud. Hey, Joe.
And here we go. The boys to our rescue will be Mason. Then we'll have the top of the order, Joe and Teddy. And there's a strike, 68 on the outside corner. Mason, who has had the epidemic of stepping out towards third base all day. The only way he's possibly going to make contact here is if he's stepping towards the pitcher, because this pitcher throws fastballs straight, and if you're stepping away, your bat head won't get there. So Mason just dancing in the box. And we're going to take another pitch outside. Ball high. We go ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that ball's low, so we'll walk the first batter. The Rocks are making it easy, and we have a timeout immediately from the Rocks, and they're going to bring a relief pitcher in who is skipping over the line, take the ball from number 19. Yeah, they're not going to let that, what happened in the top of the inning, happen here. So with the runner at first, we're going to get a new pitcher. He looks very similar to the previous pitcher, throwing some really hard fastballs. And Joe will be up with Teddy in the on-deck circle. Time has expired. We'll finish this inning. Instead, Gianni will be in the hole. 74 at the shoe tops for strike 1. Wow, he just throws downhill. That's what we get there. And swing and a miss. Joe doesn't really have a plan up there, kind of just flailing. And right center is wide open if he can put the ball out there. 2 strikes. And Mason did move down. I'd muted myself. Foul ball. Maybe. I saw 73 earlier, so he's just throwing downhill. It's a straight, just flames. So if our boys can time him up, they'll do okay and turn the ball around a long way. And that ball, that was a weird, it's almost like the whole mound twisted on him. That ball was high. Big hole on the left side if Joe can pull this guy, otherwise right center is wide open. Ball away, 74. We got a full count, Mason out at second. My iPad at 3%. Swing and a miss. And Joe goes down on strike. So one down with a runner in scoring position for Teddy. And Gianni will step in the on-deck circle. No, there's nothing I can do. But I'm charged. I mean, it's pulling, it's charging. It just slowly bleeds. And now what I'm learning is basically 11 to 8 is all I can get out of it. 9 hours. So, you know, I don't think. Yeah, even the iPad wants to go home. In the event the iPad dies, folks, I will lose my feed, and I apologize. Hopefully your Jackrabbits can rally in the 3% I've got left. That ball is outside. Two balls and no strikes. Teddy has drawn a walk today already. He's 1 for 1, and he's been hit by pitch. And there's 74 on the outside corner for strike. Teddy looks up immediately like, what? But that's been that strike zone all day. He's got to do something by hitting the ball to the right side, preferably right center. And that ball's in the dirt. Great stop by the catcher. So 34, I think, is throwing the hardest we've seen in this early season through, what, 7 games? We're now into our 8th game. But they're all coming in straight, so you just time them up and swing. Swing and a miss. Teddy was looking for that to be further over the plate, and it was on the inside third. It's probably wise for our Jackrabbits just going with a 2-strike count approach, checking up, legs nice and wide, just to try to turn the ball around. And then Teddy hits that ball out to the right side. Second baseman's on it. He can't see it. Right fielder can't see it. That ball is going to go into the corner, and they're going to have potentially a play at home. He misses his cutoff man, and Teddy will be in at third. So Teddy gets the bloop triple just as he drew it up. What I liked about it, though, was that he clearly had a plan to hit the ball to the right. We're going to get a timeout and another visit from their coach. Oh, come on, I don't have battery for this. It is 8-4. Teddy does a decent enough job trying to get himself making up for the 6 earned runs that he gave up. I think we're going to get a new pitcher? Or did we just change first basemen? I think, well, did they change first baseman? I missed what happened here. Is this a new pitcher? Is he 34? What do we got going on here? Oh, okay, everybody's acting like a new pitcher, so we must have a new pitcher. And he throws that first pitch into the carpet. And I'm going to mute myself while we see him warm up. And Gianni will step in now with Teddy over at third. Teddy doesn't matter in that. Ball comes out, ball comes out. And we had a collision and we have an injury. Teddy wisely comes, oh shoot, he's holding his shoulder. Let me go to a different camera view here to give him some privacy. Oh shit, that's a broken collarbone. Look at him. He's 160 pounds. Oh, I wasn't muted. Sorry, folks. I am not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anything. Oh man, 13. Hopefully he's okay. Obviously, there's a total quiet over the thing. I'm gonna mute here so I don't talk out of turn. But he grabbed his shoulder like the same way I grabbed it when I broke my collarbone. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he's moving. Oh man. Oh, good news. I'm so glad I am wrong. And he is up. He gives the thumbs up. Coach Hunter out just to do a quick diagnosis with him, but we're going to get a couple of throws from pitcher to catcher here so we can practice throwing. And if he had an injury of the sort I had from my skiing accident, he wouldn't be able to make that throw. So that is such good news. Can you go check on Teddy? He was also involved in a collision. I think he's probably fine, but let's check on him. We think that was a funny bone? Man, if that was a funny bone, that is the best possible outcome of that collision. And we got 1 ball, 1 strike now. So it's 8-5. The Jackrabbits just need to keep the line moving. And we'll take that ball low. We're 1 pitch ahead on Game Changer. Oh, and there's a shot. Oh, pitcher smothers it. He throws it to first from his seated position, and he gets the second out of the inning. Wow, what an athletic play for number 15. He says he's fine? Great. So we got 15 v 15 here. We got Aaron versus number 15 on the mound. Jackrabbits need 3 runs to tie, 4 to win here in the bottom of the 6th. In the on-deck circle is Jabrell. That ball is low. The children have evacuated the playground. The Jackrabbits down to their last out. And that's a ball shot. There was a slide into the deep hole. And the throw. They get him. What a play from deep in the hole. Your Rocks are the 14U AA Caba Bash champions. We congratulate them on their celebration. There will be some pictures after we do this, but I am out of juice, folks, but I made it on behalf of Jackrabbits Broadcasting. That's me, Eric, and Garrett. After a long day at the ballpark, we thank you for joining us. The Jackrabbits, with their first loss this season, they are 7-1. They are runners-up in the 14U AA Caba Bash tournament here in March. And we thank you for tuning in with us. As always, vamos liebres! And we'll be back soon enough. The season is just heating up.